And welcome to another episode of More Than a Barber. I am your host, AP, and you already know that this is a podcast for aspiring barbers and beginner barbers, and we bring you the best content ever, the best guests, the best value, because we want to see you succeed. So today we're in the building. We got our co-host. What's up, Mo?
What's going on, AP?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you been?
Good. I'm good. I'm excited about this conversation.
Ooh, we got a hot one today.
Let's go. Let's go. So, we've been talking about just really the barber industry at large. We've been doing shows. We've been doing just traveling, but more importantly, just been having a lot of conversations about where the actual barber industry is currently.
Right.
And there's a stat or a post that is going viral that says that the barber industry is the fastest growing industry in the past 10 years. In the United States. And so I'm just trying to, wrap my mind around that, because I feel like I can see why it's growing so fast.
Okay.
But the other part of me is like, it's the number one industry. Like,
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Because I remember on one of the episodes, I said I never took being a barber, as a profession. I always took it as a side hustle.
Yep,
So to see it now be the number one industry that people are trying to run to is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's crazy work, as they say.
It's crazy. I usually say that's crazy work.
It's crazy work. Crazy. But it's true, though. Like, okay, so this is what I would say.
Okay.
This is where the world is speeding up. The world is speeding up. I mean, technology is speeding up.
Yes.
And the mistake that was made, I don't even know if to call it a mistake.
Okay.
But what shift and caused the barber industry to be reborn again, in my opinion, is the pandemic. Because you gave too many barbers too much time to figure it out.
Right. And everybody was trying to figure it out.
We was trying to figure it out.
Right.
We literally had, I know we had to stay down for 3 months.
And that's crazy, because most people are not able to stay down for 90 days. No. Like, that hurt.
Not let alone 2 weeks.
Oh, hello.
You know what I mean? Like 90 days. And so you gave barbers too much time to be creative.
Okay.
To figure it out as far as how can I go to the next level.
Right.
That was my born again moment.
Okay.
Like, for real.
What do you think changed for you in that 90 days?
I think the mindset changed for me. That's, to some, that's cliche.
No.
But for me, that's what changed.
Yeah.
Like, what you tune into, you turn into.
Come on.
That's a saying that we often use, but it's true. I knew that I wanted to grow.
Okay.
And I think we talked about this on another episode. Some things you just can't teach. You just gotta either you may argue this. Okay. Either you got it or you don't. Yeah. But those that don't, you can learn it.
You can definitely learn it.
You know what I mean?
Yep, you can learn it.
So for me, it was a rebirthing of not just my cut game. Okay. But my brand.
Yes.
Like, I'm a brand. Like, I'm a whole walking brand. When they see me in the store, they don't say that's AP. They say, oh, that's AP. He got the podcast.
Come on now.
Do you know we are influencers?
Who?
We are.
Come on.
You an influencer. I'm an influencer. My boy told me today, he said, no, bro, you an influencer.
Right.
I don't like to use that term. But
no, I get it.
If you are in the eyes of people creating content, you are an influencer.
You can if you're influencing, or if you can change the way someone thinks, looks, act, move, you influence.
100%.
So I take it.
Yeah, that's it.
I take it.
That's it. Like, I was reading books. I bought courses. I mean, I did so much during the pandemic. I literally read like, that's my thing anyway.
Yes.
But I was reading and just really trying to set myself apart. A lot. If we all do a fade the same way, there's no distinction. Right. But if I say, all right, I'm gonna start my fade off not with a bald line, but maybe with a 3, and then I'll go to a bald line, and then I blend it all the way out. to make myself stand out, because I'm not trying to look like the
Everybody
next
else,
barber.
you're right.
Everybody else.
Right.
So I was trying to figure out what will make my brand stand out amongst all these other barbers in this area. So that's what happens when you give a thinker
Ooh.
too much time to figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it. Okay.
You talked about it before.
I'm gonna
figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah. No. And I like what you said. You're a brand. I think if anyone came out that pandemic the same, something is wrong. I hate it, and it's not judgmental. And I'm sorry if you get offended by it. But if you came out the pandemic doing the same exact thing, there is something wrong with you, because it changed us.
It did.
If it didn't change you and say, I got to do better, I have to be better, I have to go harder, something is wrong. And you have no one to blame but yourself. Because for the first time, you could kind of sit and think. You could plan your next move. And if the plan was to come back out and be the same, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like you said this before, more millionaires were birthed during that time because you gave thinkers time to think and sit and strategize and come back and be like,
you cannot give a thinker, a motivator, a person with tenacity that kind of time.
No.
And they not come back 100 times better.
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
Yeah.
So again, millionaires were birthed. Business owners were birthed. You know, coaches were birthed. Everybody was coaching.
Man, we got some.
You know what I'm saying?
We got so many coaches.
You got coaches.
But I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But you know what? The other thing it did was it made people really follow their passion. Because when people were being laid off, when you couldn't work, you put on the camera and you did what you love.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tabitha Brown, if she came out during the pandemic, but she was Ubering.
She was Ubering during the pandemic?
I don't know the timeline, but I just know that they moved to LA. She was in between jobs and she was Ubering. Wow. And she turned on her camera. She started talking about this salad or something that was in Whole Foods. And from there, she went through the roof.
You know, I went to Eric Thomas's conference, the 120 conference.
Okay.
She was one of the speakers.
Oh, listen. And now she has a show where she gets to literally put on other business people. Now she, she reviewed their products. She's the first ambassador for this brand. I can't think of the name of it because it's brand new. She just
like
announced
Shark
it.
Tank type thing?
I don't know if it's like a Shark Tank. I don't know the concept behind it, but I know that she gets, and she was doing this before they even put her on the show. She would have it on one of her lives. You can send her gift, stuff in, and she would talk about it.
Wow.
And so now she has a bigger platform that's actually on a network that you'll be able to maybe go there and she view your products and stuff like that. But she went from Ubering, putting the camera on the car, and now she's Tabitha Brown as we know it today. We know it today. What they say, do not despise small beginnings.
That's it. But see, I feel like a lot of people's success, it happened not on purpose.
No.
It just kind of happened.
It just happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
She didn't know she was going to go big and be famous based on her just, putting like a camera on. Kevin on stage, same way.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people figured it out by just bypassing time during the pandemic.
And it comes through a need or a necessity. Like Tabitha Brown, she talks about her health struggles that she had. Yeah. She had health struggles where she had to become vegan.
Yeah, I figured.
And out of that, now we know her as she is today.
I mean, she got books. She got her own section in Target. I mean, I don't know if y'all. My bad. I know how y'all feel about it. But
listen.
I got something to say about Target, but that's another conversation.
Okay.
I gotta holler at you about that.
But
nevertheless,
she's a brand now.
Yeah.
She is a legit brand. And when I tell you, it seems like every week she come out with a new product, because when it's your time, you better be ready to cook.
Maybe that's That's the thing.
And maybe that's the thing with the barber industry. Like, it's now your time. It's like that bubble that had to pop. Now you guys are out in front of everybody. And listen, y'all right. Y'all are doing it big time now. I'm telling you.
Man, it's one of the things that I looked up because I wanted to make sure that we talk about some of the key points
Okay.
on the why.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the why. So many can say, "Oh, I'm the coldest barber. I got the most followers," which you probably bought. I got, they say all these things,
Yeah,
but
right.
there's no context behind what they're saying.
Okay.
So I'm like, why is the barber industry growing and booming?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things is men are taking them grooming themselves and staying groomed more serious. Whereas in the past, I just get a cut when I get a cut.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm cool. Instead of going twice a month, they're going once a month. Or, instead of getting a touch up, they just get a full cut once every other month. Whatever
Right.
their schedule was like.
Okay.
But fashion and looking the part and my drip and my swag and being whatever has to be on point.
Hey, we love a well-groomed man. Let me tell you. Listen, I be on your page like, who is that? Nah, just like.
Yeah.
No, we do. I mean, I'm glad that men now, and I don't want to say just now, but now it's more important where you guys are taking care of yourselves.
Yeah.
Not just, when I can.
Right.
It's about time that men put themselves first.
Why do you think, from a female's perspective, men didn't really take their grooming? How would I say it?
Yeah, grooming and
grooming
I don't want to say hygiene, but it is a
right?
part of it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that when we talk about women, manicures and pedicures and things like that, that's just a part of who we are. It's expected that a woman's going to show up and she's gonna look the part. For men, it was the excuse that he a man. As long as you bathe and your clothes was clean, that was enough. Now I'm glad that you guys are saying, no, I should smell good. My clothes should look good. My shoes, my socks, my beard, my hair, my eyebrows. If you don't,
that's what you want. Some some clients are on that.
Y'all stop that. Y'all stop that. Your arch look better than mine.
Some clients are on that.
Stop.
Some clients are on that.
I mean, you could, just do it once over and, so they ain't wild, but that's it. Don't start waxing and putting the arch in there. Then you're doing too much.
Some barbers do it.
Stop.
Some clients do it.
Y'all
so
stop
you're
that.
Saying women like that, though. Y'all like the beard.
Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, yes.
Well-groomed man.
We love.
Smelling good.
Man.
Looking fresh.
Listen.
Okay.
I love it. I got to be seen with you. What I look like, looking like 10 and you on 5. That ain't no way we need to show.
Maybe the woman wasn't doing her job.
Maybe she wasn't.
She wasn't telling her man back in the day to,
She probably wouldn't. You just go. We just want y'all to go get the money and bring it home. She ain't care how you look. She ain't care if you was tired. She ain't care if them feet was tearing up the sheets. She ain't care. Just bring that money home. But now, no, we could definitely appreciate it. Listen, I love some good eye candy now.
Okay.
I love it.
And barbers are, man, we doing our thing where we're building confidence.
Yes.
We're building, like, clients leave here. Almost ready to give you a hug because they know after this, once they go out in the world and show this beard off or show this taper or this fade,
yes,
like they know what come with that. They know what come with that.
They better know.
You know what I'm saying?
Better know.
And I think it's not just the service that we give them, but it's also some barbers. We are literally helping our clients navigate through hardship, navigate through their traumas or their difficult seasons, right?
Yeah.
Relationships. Like that's what I talk about a lot in the shop. Relationships and how, and I'm just gonna say it like some of these women can
Oh,
be,
women.
can be,
What they be doing?
can be raggedy.
What you
Some.
mean? As
Like,
far as
as far as like, okay, I'm not saying that it's not all on the woman. And I know this is your sweet spot.
it's not. I just want to know.
It's your sweet spot.
No, I really want to know seriously. What is it as a woman that we can do better for men? Seriously,
Oh, that's good.
I really be on that. Like how
That's a good
women can
question.
show up better for men. Because for me, it's not always about. It's always been about the woman. We've always known our power. So it's too many single women out here. Number one, we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
It's a lot of single women and it's a lot of single men. And women can't keep showing up like it's all about me. You have to be able to give too.
Culture says women should show up this way.
Well,
It does.
What do you
got
mean?
These pop the balloon shows, and during those shows, she don't make enough money, or he don't make enough money,
Right.
Or, his shoes is tied too tight. Like it's so many. Different
That's some
things.
That's some clown
It's
stuff.
clown stuff, but
It's
it's
clown.
the truth.
It's
The truth.
but
so when you say what can women do,
yeah,
the number one thing a woman can do for her man
Mm-hmm.
is learn how he needs to be loved.
but and I get that.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. But men have to be better communicators. Sometimes we cannot pick up on it. I may not know what you need.
That's fair.
You have to tell me what you need.
But-
outside of, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
outside of my normal, hey, when I greet you, when I talk to you, it should be respectful. I should know the things that your needs and wants and desires. I should know that if we're in a relationship.
Right.
But if I'm not speaking to your love language and what you need, you have to tell me. You have to tell me, well, baby, I like it when you do this. I may not know. Tell me.
Some
Because,
men-
baby, I'm here for the challenge.
I get that. I get that. But some men, they don't know how to communicate what they need, or communicate what they desire.
Then who fault is that? You got to, because a woman, and maybe we may talk a little bit more, and that way we get what we want out the relationship because we're able to communicate that. I need y'all men to be able to communicate your wants and your needs and your desires and what you need for your woman, because I promise you, if you communicate that to her, 90% of the time she's gonna give you what you want. If she loves you, she's gonna give you what you want. If you're giving her what she needs and wants.
Depending on the type of woman she
That's
is.
true, but
I
agree.
A mature, solid woman that's like, babe, your barber dope. I like that fade. Or, babe, I like when you wear this cologne. Those
Yeah.
those are small things.
Those are
that's
small,
thrown out
right.
there.
Uh-huh.
But knowing how to lift your man up, because for the wives and more so the girlfriends that's watching this, we as barbers, we literally have become their therapists.
Right.
I'm telling you, I don't care how many times you hear me say this. Like, we are here for our clients.
I
We are
believe
here
that.
for them. And I will never repeat some of the things that
Right.
have obviously been shared, but I feel like a lot of what men go through, 95% of a man's, really 100%
Okay.
of a man's success is being connected to the right woman.
100%.
Period.
Baby, let me tell you, because I can.
Period.
Hello.
I already know.
Hello.
That's 100%. So when he is having issues
Mm-hmm.
and problems,
Right.
and the only thing that really lifts him up is coming to the barbershop.
That's crazy.
No, it's true sometimes.
That is crazy.
Not the only thing, but one of the things.
I understand what you're saying. Listen, women, we got to do better. Y'all do be on some stuff. Women, they do be on some stuff. You have to learn how to, and maybe like I heard Pastor Keon say, being submissive and submitting to and serving. That's a curse word.
It is.
You have to learn how to submit and to serve the person that you so-called love. When they're down, when they ain't bringing in the money that they used to, are you going to run away because, hey, are you going to step your game up?
Yeah.
We have to be able to fight and do just as much as they can when they're not necessarily, I'm not going to say when life just happens, because life happens to everybody. 100%. Women, sometimes we do have to do better. And I'm about accountability.
And I think that's the whole entire issue.
Accountability.
The reason why, and Dre get on me all the time, but the reason why
Come on,
a
Dre.
lot of people, women in particular,
Okay.
didn't like Kevin Samuels was because he held women accountable.
I get it.
Nah, that ain't it. He was too aggressive. Okay, take his approach away and just look at the content in which he was speaking from.
Right.
Hey, if you are not on this level, don't ask for that level.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, but that's the for real.
No, that's the truth. A lot of women expect to get this when you're only bringing this to the table.
Right.
Just in simple terms.
Right.
You can't say that you want a guy that makes $1 million when what are you doing? What do you bring to the table? Because looks fade, body fades.
Yeah.
After we get over the looks and after we get over the body, that gets old after 30 days. And you can't cook. And you can't hold a conversation. And you goofy. What else is there? After 30 days, a high value man or whatever you want to call it, they're going to go look for something else. You're fun for them at the moment. You're a project for them at the moment. You can't hold their attention. You ain't gonna be able to do it.
That's a good one. I've been there before.
Me too.
I'm like sitting at the table. This is when I was dating. And I said, I know you lying to me. This is boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is boring and everything else. But in all actuality, I think when it comes down to, men being able to express themselves in such a way, now at the barbershop is the pillar. It's the staple of the community, right? Mm-hmm. And you get literally your best conversations
at the barbershop.
That's
crazy.
It's a fact.
That's crazy.
It's a fact. Some of your most valuable content is right at the barbershop.
It'd be a bunch of lies at the barbershop too, though.
What you mean?
People be lying.
You talk about like
and everything. They be lying. Anytime you got a bunch of men together talking, somebody lying because men don't talk like that.
Well, that's. I'm not gonna sit here and disagree with that. I'm not gonna let you just do us like that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it'd be a bunch of lies at the barbershop too. Now
it just be this is our version and our way of expressing ourselves amongst like-minded individuals.
Well, it's funny. That's the only way y'all know how to express yourselves when y'all around each other, but you can't express yourselves to your woman.
Okay, since you still want to do that, y'all see her face. Since you want to do that, me defending the men, the men that are either married or dating.
Okay.
You have to create that safe space.
Yeah.
For us to come and to communicate with you all.
Mm-hmm.
If you take my deepest secrets that I've only told you about and use that as ammo in a conversation, why would I sit here and talk to you about certain things that you're going to use against me rather than when I come to the barbershop and chop it up with my barber or my partners at the barbershop, they're not going to use that against me.
Because they don't know you. And that's the God honest truth.
Okay,
your clients don't know you.
See,
cool. the person that you with, they know the good, the bad, and the ugly.
100%.
Just use you as an example. When you show up here, you show up 100% great all the time.
Right.
Good energy, good conversation, interactive. That's how you show up. Mm-hmm. You're not that way at home. So sometimes when you're at home, you get the worst version of that person. The world gets the best version of you. And that's why there's a difference in it. When we come home, we've given everybody our best. And the person that's at home with you get your leftover. So in most cases,
you can't do that.
In most cases,
that's not the truth.
Yes.
That is a sample size example for how many group of women. What's the percentage? You can't do that. No.
But I'm saying I'm not just saying men. I'm saying men and women.
Okay.
We go out and we give the world the best part of us.
Yeah.
And then we come back and give whatever's left after we've given the world our best. And
So-
so that person has to deal with the worst version of you in most cases.
Now, okay, so that's where I disagree. And
Okay.
here's why. If we are in a marriage or a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
we know each other. And when I come into the house, maybe I need a moment.
I get that.
You feel me?
I get
I
that.
need a moment. I don't want you to, and this is not my situation, I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
Right. When I come in the house, you just, yeah, baby, why you didn't take the trash out this morning? Or you've been at the barbershop all day. You're nice to them, but you're mean to me. Like, you're all down my guy's throat, and you're not giving him the autonomy to come in the house and just decompress for a minute.
Okay.
Right?
Can I give, yeah, you're right. No, go ahead.
And so I think that particular culture has to be created for this man to be the best version of himself, even
Okay.
when he goes out and gives the world his best so that he can provide for his family. So it's not just me giving the world my best. The exchange is I'm creating all this
Okay.
for you.
I get it.
So to the whoever, the spouse or the girl or whatever watching this, it's like maybe reassess, maybe reevaluate, and we all come to the table. I'll say it like that to be included. We come to the table and figure out what can we do better. Because again, a barber for sure, a barber. I remember arguing on the phone, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A barber needs that person. Let me just say it this way. If you're dating a barber, please understand that you're going to be his admin. You're going to be his business partner. You're going to be the person that listens to all of his problems and the problems that some of these clients have. This is what you signed up for. And if this is not something that you can maintain,
Okay.
we understand what's the next play.
Okay.
I digress.
Okay. I digress.
So women, so that's why men are taking their image, their swag, them being groomed more.
We appreciate it, man. Keep doing it. If ain't nobody told you today, I love it. And that's all that matter at the end of the day, because I said it. I love it. Listen, y'all getting a haircut and getting y'all beard done is like a woman putting on a wig, baby. We here for it. Y'all be looking like a whole nother person. Like y'all say how we be catfishing, baby. When y'all come out, y'all look like a whole nother person. So keep doing it. I love it.
100%. 100%. And it's cool because I didn't mean to get off on a tangent of the whole relationship.
That's okay.
You already know I'm passionate about men growing and becoming, the best version of themselves.
I am too. Listen, I love men. I'm here for it. I'm here for men leading and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I'm submissive. Let me sit down. My wrists are broke.
Listen,
I don't care
that's
how.
you, Mo.
Right.
That's a lot of women are not submissive.
Well, I hate it for them. Y'all better become
listen.
submissive. Somebody can take care of y'all because I'm taken care of.
I get it. I saw, look, she said my wrist broke.
Yeah.
Listen, I saw a reel the other day where she said submission is not hard.
It's not.
Very attractive woman talking about her and her husband. She said submission is not hard. She said, I learned how he thinks. I learned how he moves. She said, I learned how he acts in the morning, how he acts in the afternoon, when he come home from work. She said, I study my man. I study my husband. And she said, I learned how to treat him because this is the person that I'm submitted to. That's the type of woman that will get the world.
She will, but yes, she will get the world.
But somebody's going to say, yeah, I could be all those things to my man and woo, 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 but he still cheat on me.
And
Somebody's
could
gonna
be,
say that.
and could be,
Yeah,
and that's
somebody's
just,
gonna say
and that's nothing that you can do about it.
Right.
You can be the most submissive person, and they're gonna go out there and they're gonna find something else because it's easy.
Right.
You can't change that.
Right.
But for the person who is submitting and the man who's asking her to submit, one, what are you asking her to submit to? Because we can't submit to just anything. But if this is a person that you should submit to, you know what I'm saying, and you should know what that is, then it's very easy. And once you submit, girl, you can sit back and just, I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing, AP. I mean, what I'm saying? Because he has proven himself.
Yeah.
He has proven that, hey, this is somebody that I trust to lead, to guide, to make great decisions, and I can sit back and I can trust. And my wrist broke. I'm not doing that.
Mo been talking submission for a while, but you are cut from a different cloth. I just gotta be honest. Like,
I ain't always been like that now.
No.
Submit to what? Nah.
So
oh
you
no.
was one of them that we talking about.
Well, because they ain't give me nothing to submit to.
All right, we gonna move on because I already know what this gonna lead to. I already know, but that is why the barber industry is at the pace that it's at, because men are taking care of themselves a lot more in this particular season.
I like that.
I do too. As far for various reasons, right? Various reasons, and another thing is the social media. Social media is it's untapped.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. Not untapped, it's undefeated. Let me say
undefeated.
Social media is undefeated. You can literally go as far as you want to go with social media because it's undefeated.
Right.
So you have barbers that are now, I saw something the other day. It's like a rinse and repeat play.
Okay.
And it's no shade, but it was like, yo, come to my master class and I'll teach you how to grow clientele.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, like, that's actually pretty dope.
Okay.
There are some barbers that will buy that course because they want to know how to build clientele. But man, I'm like, that's so genius to create something. It's easy.
Why would somebody pay for that though?
To how to build clientele?
Yeah.
Because all courses is me doing the work for you because you don't want to read.
Ooh. Say that again.
All courses are, in any niche, any genre.
Right.
All they are is me doing the homework for you because you don't want to read.
So they lazy.
Yeah, could be.
Okay.
Could be lazy. Could be you don't want to take the time to do could be.
Okay.
But that's what it is at the end of the day. I'm doing the work and you're just paying me to figure the things out, really, to solve this problem.
I take that back. You're not lazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I take that back. You're not lazy. You're actually smart. That's
about
actually
the course?
You're smart about the course. I take that back.
Work, right?
Not because you don't want to do the work, but if somebody has already done what you're trying to do and they have a shortcut, not to success. There's no shortcut to success. But if they can give you the information from going over those hurdles, then you're smart to invest in it.
1,000%.
So you're not lazy. I take that back.
I agree. And I've purchased course plenty of times. I mean, that's just the name of the game.
Yeah.
But now I feel like, again, the pandemic birthed something in the barbers that has literally made them 6 and 7 figure earners. And they're retiring early. They are no longer cutting hair 15, 20 years behind a chair.
Are they taking themselves more serious? Are they building? So when people are coming out of school, instead of them looking at themselves as just a barber, are they looking at themselves as a brand earlier where that wasn't always the case? You think?
I think it all depends on who's grooming that barber.
Okay.
Who he or she is connected to. I know for me, coming out of barber college, I didn't think I was a brand.
Right.
I was trying to be a dope hair cutter.
Right. But social...
Go ahead.
Because social media wasn't as prevalent then.
No,
right.
And that's just low-key like what it was. Social media has created lazy barbers. That I will say.
Okay.
Because all I got to do is make these plays, sit back, collect, and I'm good.
Okay.
And some of them are doing it because they have created a level of influence. No shade. It's just facts.
Okay.
And ride your wave, right?
Okay.
But I will also say the most successful barber is the one that knows the problem that he's solving for the industry.
Ooh, yeah.
Because if I can solve this problem, but yet I have a drive, but yet I don't keep score. We talked about that.
Right.
I'm not keeping score.
Right.
Okay, we did shows. All right, back to 0-0.
Okay.
Okay, we interviewed Sly Honcho. Back to 0-0.
There
We
you
are
go.
not keeping score over here because that's not the end all be all.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
So, whatever you know you bring to the table, in other words, whatever problem you are solving, that's not the end all be all as well. You have to be a holistic barber. Work ethic, progressive, very like innovative. Those are the guys who's winning.
Right. Yeah.
That's just the truth.
They are. They listen, I look at some of the content. I've said this before, like my timeline is just that.
You didn't taught your algorithm
I
how
have
to rhythm.
I've taught it.
Yeah.
But for me as an inventor, now it's just like, okay, I'm not a barber, but I can see things that I would change if I was. I can see things that, why aren't y'all using this? Why are y'all doing it that way? I would be a cold boy.
Well, you still can be. Ain't
Come on now, let me sign up.
Right,
Let me use my GI Bill.
Right. For sure. But but the cool thing is you don't have to be a barber to benefit from the industry.
Right.
That's another thing. That's like the third thing I would say.
Okay.
It's the fastest growing industry because you don't have to be a barber to benefit from the barber industry.
You know what? I've learned that through Miss V. And what's
not Clutch, but
what's the other barber supply?
I got brain. Barber Plug.
Yeah, neither are barbers, but run 7-figure businesses easily. Not in the industry. You're right.
So you don't have to be a barber, and with Welcome Arms, you can get it. Like you said, you can open up a barber shop. You can invent something for barbers, and you're not a barber, and make 7-8 figures very easily.
Yeah.
Because past 10 years, so just imagine a 10-year-old kid. He's still young.
Yep.
Still gonna get in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Still, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very young in terms of the evolution of what we see today in terms of the barber industry.
Yeah, and sometimes as a barber, when you're in it, you can't see the plays from outside because you're just in it. You're just, hey, I'm in the groove. I'm used to doing it this way. Somebody from the outside can look at it and be like, I would change this whole play.
Absolutely. And people are.
They are. Yeah, they are.
So Barbershop Connect is a IG page that has 1 million+ followers. I remember when Barbershop Connect first started.
Okay.
And what they would do is, I know you're not a barber, so I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, yeah.
What they would do is they would repost some of the dopest barbers' haircuts.
Okay.
In the industry.
Okay.
And he solved the problem. He was the only one doing it. Then it turned into shows because for a minute he was just reposting the pay of your haircut.
Right.
So a lot of barbers was like, man, I'm trying to make Barbershop Connect. If you made Barbershop Connect, it was equivalent to performing at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, man, I made it.
Because only the best
was on this page.
Makes sense.
So it was smart.
Makes sense.
So he ran that bag up to the point to where other barbers copied the same play.
Right.
But he is not a barber. And he did shows because of this play. So what I'm saying is, barber, no barber. Solve a problem, and you are in a lane by yourself.
That's it. I mean, just like more than a barber podcast.
Like, and I know more and more barbers are watching, like, yeah, I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to show Buddy up, whatever they're saying. That's cool. But the reality of it is, when you bring something to the table where you are solving a problem, you will always have a wealth, whether it's currency or opportunity.
Yes.
And I'll take opportunity.
Any day.
Any day. I'll take the relationship any day. You can make more money.
Yeah.
But the rooms is where I want to be, where we want to be.
Okay. I'm coming with you.
Let's go. And so I think this is one of the only industries where you can come into it and you're not a barber. You're not, you didn't grow up second, third generation barber like myself.
Right.
And still make a big old bag.
No, it's room for everybody.
It's room.
It's room for everybody. Find your niche.
Yes.
And run it up.
Run it up. And then too, like, more and more barbers I think they have figured it out. They don't want to work a whole lot of hours during the week. going back to what we talked about, you can feel it.
Right.
Working all these hours, not to say that it's bad, but working 15, 10, 8 hours as barbers is not sustainable long term. It's just not.
Right.
For your health, for your family, whatever. So you have to figure out creative ways, which is why you're probably seeing barbers charge for shadowing. You come, man, you cold, bro. How you do your enhancements? How you, like you talked about, how you do your drop fade or your ball fade? Can I come shadow you? You can come shadow me on a Monday for $200.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
Really?
That's a thing. But it was birthed, I believe, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this was birthed like around the time of the pandemic. Come shadow me for a day.
Wow.
Or for 3 hours. That's
and they charge for it.
Yes. Nothing's
I didn't
free.
even know. Okay. Obviously. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
I like it.
That's a service that you can add on to your Booksy
Okay.
shadow for $150. I'll show you how to do my drop fade.
Wow.
I'll show you how to do my enhancement technique.
I like it.
Because some enhancements, some guys put too much on.
Nah, for real.
Like, you in the club or wherever you at, that thing all in your eye. You know? For real. You got to know how to apply the enhancement.
I done seen it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, dripping.
Listen,
You know?
people wiping your stuff off. Like,
All on your clothes. Now, ain't that
can
something?
somebody...
You didn't spend all that money on that designer, and it ain't coming out.
Let me ask you this, because about the enhancement. Can you touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
It won't come
All
off?
depends on what you use.
That's a play then, huh?
Yeah, so, men and guy like women, hey, hold on, don't touch that.
Yeah. You can't go swimming?
Yeah, you can't.
Nah.
Nah. It's over with. You can't go to Vegas to the pool party.
Nah, men can't go swimming because they
mean-
got enhancements.
Dang, Mo,
Oh,
you
the
throwing
game
shots. Mo throwing shots. But, I mean,
The game done changed.
it's changed.
God dang.
I wish man.
Men can't go in the sauna.
It all depends on what type of enhancements you use. Most throwing shots. But it's the truth.
Oh, man.
You didn't know that?
It's tricky.
Well, you funny. I'm gonna have to get her a tissue. She
I
cracked it
didn't
up.
know.
You didn't know?
No.
I ain't got no tissue, Mo.
It's okay.
It's
I'm
the
going to
truth.
cry my lashes off.
It's the truth.
God dang.
It's the truth.
Don't say the woman can't go swimming no more because she worried about her hair, because y'all worried about it too. Y'all be patting like this.
Yeah. Yeah, some can't. It all depends. Now, if you got a solid edge up already, then you good.
Okay.
But if you missing in pieces, and
God
that's a different conversation. You know.
It is what it is, for better or for worse.
You just got, but think about it. If you are the coldest at applying enhancements,
Right.
and I have a course, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Mom,
yeah.
you still crying.
I'm still crying. That was funny to me. That just took me out. Whew.
It's the
That
truth.
just took me out, AP.
Nah, it's the truth.
Whew.
It's the truth. And so I think that's why the industry is growing at a rapid pace, because there's endless opportunities.
Yeah.
Even content. I can show you how to film my way.
Right.
What type of tools I use, what type of camera I have.
Yeah.
Everything. This is what I would say. If somebody DMs you on how you did something, you just created your own self a course.
There you go.
And I'm giving this game away.
And I
for
think
free.
you said your clients will tell you your next move.
Every single time. Your client will tell you what your next move should be.
Okay.
So that's why the barber industry is growing at such a rapid pace, because people want to know how to do things. They want to know how to, like, how do you do that?
Right.
I had a guy DM me say, bro, what's your favorite clipper, edger? What type of enhancement do you use? These are the type of DMs.
Right.
And I don't mind sharing, because, I mean, there's no secret. You know, it's not the clipper, it's the clipper It's the person who uses the
There
clipper.
we go. Yeah.
Right? And knowing your tools. You got a lot of, and I know I'm just going for it, but
No, you
have
good.
a lot of barbers that don't know how to use their tools.
I believe that.
They're just picking it up. Oh, this is what
So and so
use. I don't want to shout
Yeah.
nobody out in this case, but know your tool.
Yeah.
You are not ready to go to the next level if you don't know how to use the tools you use.
It makes sense because the haircut ain't gonna change if
Ain't
you
gonna
trash
change.
with the tool.
Start with the tools. And so, that's just my thing, man. It's growing.
Do you think the other thing is barbers are now, this is celebrities. Like when we show up to events and some of their favorite barbers are there. Hey, can I get a pic? 10 years ago, nobody was trying to take a picture with a barber.
No.
Now it's like fanfare. They fly them in.
Yeah.
They're on the stage.
Yeah.
They're speaking. They're mentors. They look up to them. They want to be like them.
Yeah. It's a thing.
I've shown up to a couple of events and people are running to these bars. Hey, can I get a pic? I'm like,
It's a thing. We are celebrities.
no, y'all are.
We are celebrities. It's a thing.
There's more people who want to know especially with people doing podcasts and stuff like that. Who's your barber?
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's validation. Like, oh, you get cut by the same barber that cuts all the Cowboys.
Right.
All the Mavericks.
Right.
That's a validation. Yeah, that's my barber. Yeah.
That part.
For sure. So, the barber industry is the fastest growing industry in the past 10 years in the United States. Tell me what's one of your takeaways in the chat. What was something that you think that we didn't mention that is the reason why the industry is growing as fast as it's growing?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's at a rapid pace, and maybe we'll do a part 2. This is definitely a conversation that really needs to continue to be had.
Definitely.
Because it's growing. It's growing, and a lot of guys are making building a legacy for their families.
And I'm loving it. I love it. Absolutely love it for y'all.
I appreciate it. Yo, this has been another episode of More Than a Barber. Thank you for tuning in today. And if you made it all the way to the end, that means you are super dope and you rock with us for real. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. This is More Than a Barber. Let's go.